Hello culinary friends, David here from D3 Culinary. Today we're diving into a beloved classic of Chinese cuisine, MaPo Tofu. This dish is a beautiful symphony of bold flavors and soft, delicate tofu. I'm inviting you to create something special together, shall you? First up, let's prepare our tofu, the star of the dish. We're slicing a firm block of tofu in half and then cube it. Remember, tofu is delicate. Handle it with care to maintain those perfect cubes. I recommend using firm tofu over medium or especially soft tofu when it comes to cooking. Even though it's delicate, firm tofu holds up much better in the cooking process than the other varieties. Now let's start building our flavors. Heat half the oil in a pan. We're going to slice the red chilies and add them to the oil. We'll fry these for about 5 minutes, keeping an eye on them because we want them fragrant, not burnt. So when working with chilies or any hot pepper, I suggest after preparing them, you wash or replace your cutting board or mat, as well as wash your hands. The last thing you want to do is touch your eyes after handling these spicy little things. The hot oil breaks down the chili seeds and the flesh of the vegetable, which infuses the heat with the oil. Here's a fun fact. Chili peppers come from the berry family and are technically fruits, not vegetables. However, in the kitchen, they're usually always referred to as vegetables. Once they're done, remove the chilies from the heat. We're going to place all the oil and the chilies in a separate bowl. We'll use these later to infuse our dish with a gorgeous heat. Next, heat the remaining oil in the pan. Add 3 tablespoons of chopped ginger, cooking until it's aromatic, about 5 minutes. You will need about 2 inches of chopped fresh ginger to yield 3 tablespoons. Then add 3 tablespoons of chopped garlic and continue to cook for another 5 minutes. This base will give our MaPo tofu its signature depth of flavor. To give me 3 tablespoons of fresh chopped garlic, I had to use 6 large garlic cloves. Always cook ginger before garlic, as garlic burns quickly and can become bitter if overcooked. Now we're going to add a pound of ground pork to the pan and cook until it's fully done. The pork should be browned and crumbly, soaking up the flavors of the ginger and the garlic. When cooking ground meat, use a spatula or wooden spoon to break it up into smaller pieces, ensuring even cooking and better flavor distribution. Let's add more flavors to our dish by stirring in 2 tablespoons of spicy bean paste along with a half a cup of chicken broth. Let this simmer for about 5 minutes, allowing the pork to absorb these rich flavors. Spicy bean paste can vary in heat levels. Start with a small amount and adjust according to your taste. Now carefully add the cubed tofu to the pan. Incorporate gently to coat the tofu in the sauce. The tofu will absorb the wonderful flavors of the sauce while maintaining its soft texture. When adding tofu to a dish, be gentle to avoid breaking the cubes. Use a folding motion rather than a stirring motion. Now let's thicken our sauce a little by combining a 1/4 cup of cold water with 1½ teaspoon of cornstarch, and add this mixture to the pan. It's going to give our sauce that perfectly velvety texture. We're going to allow everything to simmer for about 11 minutes, letting the flavors meld together beautifully. Cornstarch is a great thickening agent. You must remember to always mix it with cold water first to avoid lumps in your sauce. Remember the chili oil we prepared earlier? It's time to bring it back into the mix. Let's add this aromatic oil to our pan and stir it thoroughly. This will give your MaPo tofu its signature heat and contrast to the tofu. Homemade chili oil can be stored in a jar and used in various dishes to add a spicy kick. For a final touch, chop and add 1 green onion along with a 1/4 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Cook until the green onion has just wilted. These 2 ingredients will add a lovely freshness and a hint of nuttiness. Sesame seed oil is often used as a finishing oil in Chinese cuisine. This oil has a strong flavor, so a little goes a long way. It's best added at the end of cooking to preserve its aroma. And there you have it, a steaming, flavor-packed MaPo tofu, ready to be served over a bed of hot steamed rice. This dish is not only a treat to your taste buds, but also a journey into the heart of Chinese cooking. Thank you for joining me in making this delightful dish. If you enjoy this recipe, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more culinary adventures. Your support is greatly appreciated. I'm David from D3 Culinary for all things yummy and bringing you the world's flavors right into your kitchen. Until next time, happy cooking and enjoy your MaPo tofu.